Hey everybody, welcome back to the Money Class, and let's just jump right into it. In this video, I'm going to tell you about how you can actually turn your credit into cash. Yep, you can turn your credit into cash. It's going to cause for you to have a couple of things in order. Number one, you're going to need to have a good credit history with a certain credit card that you're planning to turn that credit into cash. Two, you're going to have generally pretty good credit. So I'm talking really good on-time payment history, not crazy utilization rates. You want utilization. It doesn't have to be like single digits, but it can't be like your overall credit utilization at 40, 50, 60% either. That's not going to be helpful for you in this. And you also are going to need to have a good credit limit. So one of the things I always encourage is getting your credit limits as high as you can. And I know for some people that's a little scary because if you're not disciplined, you can start running through the money and have this huge balance. But if you are disciplined, getting your credit limits as high as you can help you in a few ways. One, it gives you access to more capital in the event of an emergency. Two, it allows you to use more of the capital that you currently have access to while keeping your utilization rates down. Three, it allows you to utilize this strategy that I'm getting ready to tell you about. So this works again on the business or personal side. I prefer it on the business side. I'll jump into why in a minute, but I prefer it on the business side. So you basically, if you got a great payment history and you got a pretty good credit score and your utilization ain't crazy, eventually you're going to get this thing called a convenience check. You're going to be singled out for just being a good customer, and they're going to send you convenience checks. Now, these convenience checks allow you to go and write a check to yourself and go deposit it in your account. In many cases, the convenience checks are going to be interest-free for 12, I've seen as long as 15 or even 18 months. And you usually pay a small fee for accessing the money. So I actually have one in my hand now. And basically, it tells you right here, you can use these checks to pay quarterly taxes, purchase inventory, update technology, or purchase anything else your business needs. Before using the checks, just be sure you have enough available credit for the transactions and any related fees. So basically, if you have, say, a $15,000, $20,000 limit and you have almost no debt on that card, you could take the convenience check. If you got a project coming up, something that's going to pay you, so you're going to get a return from it, you could use the convenience check and just get the cash out and have a certain amount of time to pay it back with no interest, so same as cash. Now, there is a small cost involved. As a matter of fact, the term that I got on this one, and this is one I just got recently, basically my promo rate is good from now, which this video is being shot on October 23rd, 2023. My 0% promo rate is good through December 31st, 2024. So I will not be charged any interest for 14 months. Now, to use the check, there is going to be a fee to write the check to myself. So the fee is 5% or $5, whichever one is greater. And I get until November 30th to use it. So basically, I get a little over a month if I want to decide I want to use one of these checks. And let's say I write myself a check for $10,000. It's going to charge me a 5% one-time fee. So basically, I'm going to pay $500 to borrow $10,000 and not have to pay any more fees. It would be same as cash for 14 months. Guys, that's a pretty good deal. And that is how you turn credit into cash. Now, you can also do this on the personal side. Same rules apply. Good credit, good payment history, nice size limits. if you have the right cards, they will send you at some point convenience checks, depending on the cards. Not all personal cards do it, but some do. The reason why I prefer doing it on the business side is because I'm able to keep the credit utilization pressure off of the personal credit by using the business, and I'm able to avoid the interest that comes along with using the credit. And on top of that, if I pay all that back on time, now I've used more of my credit, which when credit card companies do their normal, they call it like an analysis, like a debt analysis, and they see how much you're borrowing, how much you've been using, and what you've been paying back, that's a higher likelihood that I will get a system-generated credit limit increase just based on the fact that I've used that card for a certain percentage of the utilization and then paid it back. That way, you win, not the credit card company. You're not stuck paying 18, 22% interest. You're getting it 0% for a whole year, and the only thing you owed was that one-time 5% fee, which to me is well worth it. So there it is, guys. That is how you turn credit into cash. It's really not hard at all. It's just a few things that you got to have in place to make sure it happens. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share on that video. If you found anything even remotely helpful, help out the channel with a subscribe, like, and share. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next class session. But until then, class is dismissed.